now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
Tonight on Twitch, one streamer, one newsroom, and absolutely no idea what they're doing. Cut to the wrong camera? You bet. Censor the wrong words. Absolutely. Crash the national broadcast. That's the goal. This isn't journalism. This is not for broadcast, where I'm in charge of the news, and that should terrify everyone. Expect chaos, expect poor decisions, expect the unexpected, and maybe, just maybe, a total meltdown on live TV. This is not a drill. This is not for broadcast.
Well, that's a very blunt question. Advance is not.
Okay. Let's go into
And have confidence that
story mode. Experience the story without the stress. Not broadcast mechanics are off. And viewers are very forgiving. Yep. Let's do this. I am so excited for this game.
National Nightly News.
I've played this game a little bit, so I don't know what to expect. Okay. Day 1, the election.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
Okay, so I've been dealing with internet issues, so I do want to warn you guys that if the stream stops, that was not me, that was my internet. But hopefully it's finally fixed. Hey, Mr. Furball.
And you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and
hey,
we're in
Princess.
business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time
ruin this broadcast.
Right,
you
okay,
know
they're
it.
over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right.
Okay,
When you've done
my
that, look up to the
salad
front
weekly. Subscribe weekly to enjoy this mouth-watering reading experience. And okay, what about exercise with ham sleeves? Yes. Let's see, Crazy Neil, pre-Christmas crazy comfy chair sale. Yes, let's do that one. Okay.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be to throw to the news news titles on screen too. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hams leaves. Wins Sports Fame will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic...
Right. Button 2 in 3, 2, 1, now. Bit late there, mate. Next thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Okay.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81%
So far,
of the
so
popular vote,
good.
is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change. But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now, the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And
Okay.
3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. That's all right, he doesn't remember.
Nice.
I'm
Thank you,
deeply
thank
uncomfortable
you.
with your burgeoning friendship.
Love you too.
Yeah.
A yellow, a purple. Neils are unreal.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a
The adverts, OMG. I know. I always miss the commercials. I'm gonna try not to. What difficulty are you playing on story mode? I tried to play it.
Don't stay on the same shot for too long.
Yeah, I tried to play it on the easiest difficulty at first. That way I can get the handle of things, and then maybe I might play it on a little bit more difficult setting, so.
It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Sounds good, more fun this way. Yep.
Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
We got it, you want it. You want it, we got it, you want it.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back
Furball
to the
plays
National
on
Nightly
a
News.
harder difficulty than
Later
me.
we'll be
She
hearing from
has
shock
more
election
to deal
winners
with.
Advance. But first
Get
up,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with the star of both stage and screen.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like she likes
Jeremy, Megan Wolf.
a little bit of a challenge.
Today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to the
go to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to
the
2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter
To say the
Jensen, right?
Give
least.
us a look at Megan's reaction.
He's a wonderful chap. he
Lovely.
really is.
Now back to Thunder Twat.
Worked with him on several movies.
That's
on
Thunder
television. I said to Peter,
Twat. That's funny.
what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, That is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you're playing this
so far
week
so
is quite an
good.
academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure.
These characters are the best. I love the
For the awards.
acting. Yeah, I do too.
That is a beautiful question.
Get on the speaker, mate.
Not easy to answer, Megan. Like you,
You know, I do like this game so far.
cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it?
Been on that shot a bit long.
Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right,
around
they've
the
swapped
country.
the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Okay.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Rushes room together once the broadcast's over.
I don't understand it.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Nolans mustn't think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Same with. You should be able to turn the volume up on the clip. Same with commercials.
All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, do you remember? If only I listened to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
Okay.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
I know I kind of have it to where the game is kind of a little low. I know Python was kind of complaining about that a little bit.
The virus.
About how the game was louder than I am.
This formula, this is the key.
We could stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all. We have to ask ourselves.
It sounds good. Okay, good.
Clip. You'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in. Mate, get an ad on or we'll get fired.
Are you serious? Dang it, man. You didn't play an advert in time to keep an eye on the clock and remember. I tried. Maybe I did press the right button. I don't think I did. Okay. Dang it. We're gonna try this again. I think I was having that trouble. last time.
It's the first ad break. You're doing great, mate.
Okay, I was not pressing the right button.
This is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste.
Right
but
bumper,
here's three
then
good
A, B, or
rules of thumb.
Y. Yep.
One,
Okay.
try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. Two, don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. Three, don't stay on reaction shots for too long.
I think I was kind of trying to use arc controls. I tend to do that, not meaning to.
Make it look like those. Might as well get screen one selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
Is here the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right, go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
By none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all
I
terrible.
love how he
I said to
calls
Peter,
him Thunder
What
Twat.
a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow.
Get back to who's talking.
And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story.
Been on that show a bit long.
Soldiers fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure.
Get on the speaker, mate.
If you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed.
Remember the 10-second rule.
That's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Giving. Suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people.
Audience is getting bored, mate.
Most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But
Mix it up a bit, eh?
I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance
Gotta
Hemlock,
keep on your toes, I know.
decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Russia's room together once the broadcast's over.
I don't understand it.
It's not your fault.
You think
I
don't know
promise
that?
I will play an ad after this.
We mustn't think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan. I did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, you remember? If only I listened to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
You need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
We can stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all. We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
But should we?
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you probably noticed, the broadcast screen
Okay, there we go.
is about 2 seconds behind the master screen. Here, when someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later,
Okay.
you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the left trigger on your controller for as long
Okay,
as the
that
swear
makes
word
sense.
lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Loose leaf. Remain.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder.
Exclusive lettuce fridge magnet.
Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down. Remember to select scroll 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live, that's too late. You can use the buttons on your controller to select the screen you want.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
Give us a reaction
They used
shot.
every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us.
Nope, you totally
to
missed that.
The people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the
You
language
have to hold
there.
down the bleep
Sorry
button
about
for
that.
it to
I've had a
work.
couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than the grownest.
Held it down a bit long there, mate.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter
Bored
for
with this shot,
celebrating?
mate?
Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a
Been
team.
on that shot a bit long.
A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all
Too long on this, mate.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again,
Nice. This guy is a slave driver. Oh, okay.
Before we came
Cut
out
back to
here
the
to
person
address the
talking.
nation, we used our executive powers
My
to
bad.
pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced
I could not do this in real life.
with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you public school snobs have got no
Yes, I did it.
And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay...
Takes a bit to get the hang of. Yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying. This is stressful. More stressful than Reaper Bones.
Have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh...
Oops.
The people who pay your
yes,
to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance you even still there? To say to you.
It ends today.
No.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes. It ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
Tammy approves of all the cursing. I do.
I can't argue with
you
that.
Only got a bit of the word.
Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our
not as stressful as Five Nights at Freddy's. That is true. That is true. And honestly, if you want to see me play that game, I will. If you really want to see me stressed out.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
I'm not fat, but you are.
Oh, dang.
Don't worry, ladies.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Me, Johnny Hamson, right there in your lounge.
So if you want that to be my next game, we can totally do that.
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well
Halloween stream confirmed.
and an overall grade.
Okay.
Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page.
Okay, so sequence A+, sequence again A+, sequence B, grade A. Yes. Language unsuitable for children. An interference-free show. An exceedingly poor edit. You play one advert too late. My bad.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main
Current wealth, broke ass poor. Sounds like real life.
This is the last page and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Ooh. Okay.
Alright, mate. Welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Pop in there now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Choose any one of them and select load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be grilling his guests in Incisors, and tonight sees a return for leading economist
Incisors.
Finally, at midnight,
Wow.
it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global megacorporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chap. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
These names, I swear. Yeah. I kind of like him, actually.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win.
It's
for
kind of like
Advance.
the
landslide
guy
victory, with an
who
astonishing
plays Doctor
81%
Strange.
of the
His
popular
name.
vote, is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country
And
with their bold promises of permanent
also,
change. But
what
critics
is
have
his
accused him
name?
of a severe lack of actual policies and of
If
being
you've ever
deliberately
seen
vague. The opposition
Wonka,
parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming
the guy who
mandate,
plays
but have yet to
Wonka
appear
in the
publicly.
newest
However,
Willy Wonka movie.
Former Home Secretary Geoffrey Jeffries has issued a statement in which he comments that we have all
Oh,
been
yeah.
seduced by the shiny wrapping
Yeah.
paper, but have yet to see
No,
the contents of the box.
I don't
Sounds
know
like
what his
sour
name
grapes to me,
is.
Jeff.
Bernard Q.
After the
Cooper.
break, Meghan Wolf will be speaking to a man whose grapes certainly aren't sour, the international heartthrob
I
and
think his name is
inexplicable box
Benedict
office sensation
Cumberbatch.
that is Lawrence Blunderclatch.
That
And
sounds
later in the
more
program,
right.
We'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
What is his name
That's all
that plays
coming up
Wonka?
Now for the break.
Okay.
1 minute back.
Welcome to Crazy Neil's crazy pre-Christmas sofa and chair deals. It's a steal with Crazy Neil. We don't care if you've been naughty or nice. We got green sofas,
Okay, what is
red
it?
sofas,
Oh,
brown
Timothy
cushions, pink
Chalamet.
cushions. You've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa. In a grey, a brown, a pink, a yellow, a purple. Neil's deals are unreal. You've got people coming over at Christmas. You've got an aunt. She's going to leave a stain on the sofa. You don't want her sitting on this white sofa. She's going to have to sit on the dark sofa. This is a deal with Neil Appeal. You want to throw? Throw your money at us. We'll give you a leather sofa for a price that is just crazy. If you've got lightning, strike it. Then strike
I kinda
off the
wanna
lightning
buy a
touch. You've
sofa
got
from this
disused
guy.
Sofa. We don't care if it's smelly, stuck in front of your telly, full of welly. We'll take that shit away. Don't make a meal out of it. Make a deal out of it. We got a big ass deal on a big ass chair. We've got white chairs, blue chairs, stools, inflatable chairs. This is a crazy deal with Neil Appeal. You don't want no lame ass chair. You want a great chair. We had a man come
Ooh,
down
I
the
want
other
that
day,
chair.
and he brought in his young daughter, and he wanted her to have the best chair. We got those chairs. We got more of those chairs. We got tall chairs, chairs on wheels, wheelchairs. We got chairs for twins, chairs made out of steel, chairs that are a steal and a deal. We got those chairs. You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals. You want a toilet? We can do you a toilet. We can do you a toilet next to a chair. We can do you a chair next to a toilet. Hell, we can even do you a toilet chair. So you come on down, you bring your
Ooh, a
ass. We
toilet
got it,
chair.
You want it. You want it. We've got it. You want it.
Sold.
You pay us. You want it.
I am
We've got it.
sold
You
on the
want it.
toilet
You
chair.
want it. We've got it. You pay us.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first our very own culture reporter Meghan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shotbot films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Bless you.
So you've just finished filming your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap, he really is. I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people.
All right. I think
most
that's
of all, I think I do it for the
enough
positive change
viewing
that I
of
can
the
bring about in the world.
broadcast.
And today,
All right.
Right, now let's take a look at the rushes.
Okay,
This is
so
the rushes.
rushes.
It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Okay, so let's go to that one.
these aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bogan. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob.
He seems like a lovely
Whole
fellow.
wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first our very own culture reporter Megan Wolf is...
All right. Alrighty. You don't have to watch them if you don't want. These are kind of like extras and unlocks. Yeah, that's why I didn't watch the whole thing. Okay, you arrive home to find post on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, you muse. At least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to your new coworker. Be productive and get to work immediately. Ease yourself in and orientate yourselves with your new workplace. Reminisce with friends about old jobs. Let's do be productive. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You should help your colleague cover up their violation. Hell no. Recommend that your colleague reports it. Promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone or report the violation to your supervisor immediately. Yep, absolutely. Okay, an entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous one. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early and head to the pub to chat about the changes with colleagues, or leave work early and head home to your family. Let's stay late. It's the annual company barbecue and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. Are washing your hair that day. Go if you're free but wouldn't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. You've had a long, successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all the good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges you face while working there. Refuse to attend. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listen to music or making models. Attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. Encourage and support your children with their hobby or play in your local sports team. Let's encourage the children. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, a structured day out at a theme park bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family, a romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. Let's do the theme park because who wouldn't like to go to Disneyland? We're getting tons of lore from Sammy here. Yep. Okay, it is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. Most important. Safe. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Alrighty. Ooh, we need a Disney vacay fund. Yeah, we do. So I found out that a train ride from my hometown to Florida, I think it's to Orlando, is $2,000. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn out souvenir of your favorite trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. What? Yeah. Y'all can't fly? Well, I mean, we could fly. But the thing is, you know, we don't have a car or driver's license, either one of us, to get to the airport. We thought about going by bus or doing a train. But yeah. Okay. So there is the garden clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. Uber to and from airports, it'll be cheaper than train. Yeah, but you know, we kind of want to go by train, to be honest. And I kind of don't know about flying. I'm like uber scared of heights. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex. Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. No problem, what's going on? Okay, should I go get Sam? Sammy likes to write in style. Oh, no worries, then I'm sure it'll be pretty. Yeah. No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act. I literally work in news, Chris. Not really, must have passed me by. Chris's fist bangs the table. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness. Which is why I need your help. What exactly is it you need? Why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like this? That one. Let's see. Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. My passport? What for? My passport? I can't give you that. It's illegal. They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always see you and I look similar. So Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my account. Please, Alex. I wouldn't ask if I had other choices. Okay, it's upstairs and safe. Let me go get it and you can take it. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? Alright, I'll go get the passport. Family's family. Heck no. It's against the law. I can't help you with this. Fine, I'll solve this myself, Chris spits. So much for family loyalty, eh? Well, fuck you, Chris. Grab the neon fluorescent suitcase. Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Highly suspect. Gasp. I know, like, what the heck? What the heck, man? Day 8, the fallout. I totally gave him my passport.
Let's get set up and get on with it, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts.
Okay.
You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences.
Should we play this? Should we play Is This Toy Safe? Yes. Remington's Swiss must have toy for your child this Christmas. Yep, that one. Let's go Advanced Go-Getters. Should be played. Introducing Advances Go-Getters Teen. Yep. And then let's do that one. An elegant new skincare with a porky little twist.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again. And the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at
We're going full chaos.
simple, mate.
Damn straight.
Buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Now you're in auto headline mode, so if you don't bother to pick a photo before that clock runs out, the machine's just going to pick one at random for you. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Snuggle hugs? That's the bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4.
Thank you, by the way, for streaming this. Furball and I spoke and thought
Good
you
evening. I'm Jeremy Dalton.
should up
Our main headlines tonight.
price of
Destination
picking
unknown.
next game.
At the end of Advance's first
Oh,
full week in
okay.
office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing
I'm
what the new future might hold.
not
with a leading
sure
economist and
about
radical free
the
thinker. With the
price,
Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess
I'll
if we're on the way
think
to a
of
new future.
something.
Out with the old. Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington's appointment is a risk for the giant mega corporation. Sophia, as our regular viewers will be aware, has always been a wild child and has been romantically linked to several movie stars and sports personalities. In her first
If you
press
guys have
conference this afternoon,
any
Sophia
idea
announced a children's toy named
about
Mr. Snugglehouse.
what you think the
Sophia
price should
promises
be,
it'll
just
all
let
the
me
rage this
know.
Christmas, but concerns have been
And then
raised
I'll
about
go
the product
off
safety.
on your
Let me
suggestion.
flash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg and Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system
4 to 5K.
was previously thought
Okay.
unreachable. But thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flood technology, the pair hope to successfully
Yeah, I will
reach the
definitely
imposing central
change
cavern
that
and the
after
undiscovered plant species
the
it
stream
contains.
for sure.
Many were surprised when the two scientists, who've shared a fractious rivalry for many years, decided to undertake this expedition in each other's company. However, the two have released a joint statement in which they opine geniuses don't have to like each other to achieve remarkable results. Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with
Oh, this is
socialite
a
and
super
performance
fun
artist
scenario.
Tiffany Lamore.
Yeah,
This
I
recent
think it
show,
should be
Snatched
a
Inside
top tier
and
thing
Sci-Fi
since
Snatch,
it
has kept her
influences your
firmly in the
stream
public
so
eye.
much.
Could one
Yeah,
be on the cards for
honestly,
these two
that
brothers?
is
And Grievous
a good
probably charmed.
idea, though.
With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds back, everybody. Can we get the guests in quickly, please?
We actually had to make the book indestructible because people tried to make the book indestructible because people...
Know what else is a good idea? What? Heck no! Heck no! No sing mode! Meanwhile, I'm sitting on a bank of 19K. Mwahahaha. Oh my word.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's
Okay, so you guys know
Joining me are Katie Bryant,
Mr. Furball has activated sing mode.
Alan James is right. The
And
freelance guide
because
to
of that, I have to sing.
government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering
And I
something
must
revolutionary.
tell you, it is not very well that I sing.
Jeremy, we're still vassal slaves.
And I have to sing it for a while. So you guys are in for a treat.
I'm afraid I don't know. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
She's stalling.
It's all in my book.
I know, I'm nervous. I'm sorry. Just 2 minutes rolling on floor lefty.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if
I
they carry on
shall
the way they are,
remove
they will
that.
destroy
I'm going
ourselves
to
and
remove
this
it.
planet in a mad orgy of consumption. If you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Ooh.
War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
No, it's my favorite. I don't give a damn. I really hate this and I don't know why. I even allowed it.
They merely appearance and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing. We'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! But what this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a
You
start,
can
they've
sing
mobilised
to the
the
tune of your favorite song, so you don't have to come up with a melody yourself. I don't know how to do that.
Based on the facts. Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already
Furball and I gave each other a look. When we first saw it, I'm abusing the hell out of it. time to get rid of it.
Can we get back to the issue, please, Alan?
Is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you, Alan?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight.
What if I got you 5 subs to keep it?
You know,
Consider
some good.
I hope so too.
it a deal.
Fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Whoops. You didn't play an advert in time. Keep an eye on the clock and remember to load the ads at the start of a level. Master of Oh my goodness. Okay, so sing mode is over. And a hype train has just been started. Thank you, Mr. Furball. I'm going to keep sing mode. But yes. Thank you so much. Dildo, we keep it. Yes, we're keeping it. And I promise we'll keep it. I'll just have to figure out a better way to do sing mode. But oh my goodness, Mr. Furball, you are the real MVP. My top supporter. Okay, so we do. Okay.
So like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break.
Yes.
My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic, unfavourable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guess whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Rimington's Fist have appointed Sophia Rimington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense.
That's one thing about this. No checkpoints, and you were close to finish. I know. I was.
Appointment is a risk for the giant mega corporation. Sophia, as our regular viewers will be aware, has always been a wild child.
But I will be continuing with Not For Broadcast next week for sure. But somebody distracted her. Exactly. Darn you, Mr. Furball.
Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg.
Sorry, it's okay. I forgive you.
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. Many were surprised that the two scientists, who've shared a fractious rivalry for many years, decided to undertake this expedition in each other's company. However,
I'll never
the two
give
have released a
subs
joint statement
again.
in which
Oh
they
no,
opine
Joe!
Geniuses don't have to like
Don't
each
be
other
like
to
that.
achieve remarkable results. Playing the field,
I forgive
rumors are back
you.
that sporting legend Johnny
No
Hamsney
hard
is
feelings.
now leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And Griever's bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police and less oversight, are we using an advanced-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds back, everybody.
We would never. We're your biggest fans. Oh, and I love you guys. You are awesome.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act,
Ooh, we have a
we're
hype
talking
chest.
about Advance's first week in office and what the new future
Ooh.
holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you.
So
They're
we've
moving to the
gotten
next
a
steps in the
new
grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my
emote.
book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor
Nice,
broken
yes.
backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, who will be laughing then?
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Ellen?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Getting the hang of it for sure.
There.
Yeah,
Alan
I
James,
am. If
Katie
I
Blackman, thank you for
actually
joining
pay
me.
attention.
When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
Yay, I got an advert going.
You know, I think it might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them, then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
I've set up a word,
Sorry,
that's all
we
I
can't
can do.
afford another
10 seconds,
sub
everybody.
distraction right now.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face with the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public service.
Great thing is we might get more viewers because it notifies them when they're gifted a sub. Yeah, that is so true.
Judge, thank you for joining us. Joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the
My
vicar noted in
cat
Sunday's
is
sermon,
watching
we
me
probably
play.
shouldn't have been hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, a bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gift space.
And who's we can use it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility
Well,
of
that's a
decent,
little
good,
wild.
white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
And he's out again.
Naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gift space. No! Naughty! You beast, Clive!
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, re-locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday.
Oh my word.
Many happy returns.
My cat is
Cheers, Jez.
very interested in
No, I'm
the
not gonna be
game
doing
I'm
that.
playing.
Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Tick-wank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, tick-wanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Tick-wank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party
Totally
as
worth
soon
the
as
price
possible.
of the game just to watch
First,
the
let me ask
madness.
you this.
I know.
Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Tit-wank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
One sec, love. Tick-wank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
Sopen!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chris
Getting good at switching now.
Mr. Fancy, Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal
No
here, Tony.
fucking way. Let's believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought.
If you up the difficulty, you have to deal with static and other things. It's
We have a
madness.
broader understanding of the serious
Oh,
and
I
complex
bet.
issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be? This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their
Oh my
play,
gosh, this is
Hey,
amazing.
Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters.
Did
is
you
that
just
right?
say
Yes,
Welcome's Black?
I'm the
I
older,
think
more
so.
popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Jeff Algebra.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist! Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
They're so awkward, it's amazing. I know, right?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist.
And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face.
Oh, that was perfect.
And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew lads. I'm a mother loving
I kind of like this song.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice.
Oh,
And I
my, they're
do better if
rapping.
you knew
Oh,
the way
here
that
we
I
go.
became Gary the Fist.
Let's get funky.
I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight. On the National
That
Nightly
was
News. Join us
entertaining.
tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was
There we go.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
This is my favorite scene so far. Same. Ooh, the telephone unlocked. A+, A+, A+. We got A+. And that is how you run a broadcast. You have received a generous bonus. Current wealth. Worrying debt. Yes. And Channel 1 still loves me. Okay. So let's continue. This is very entertaining. Day 15, late night. You arrived home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up, underlined twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. Yay, I'm now at worrying debt level. I know, right? It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, which sounds like, you know, every horror movie known to man. Your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading, but somehow defiant. You let him go as long as he promises to be home by 11. You tell Charlie no, he knows he's not allowed out this late on a school night. For sure. Charlie's voice gets louder and louder as he sees you're not going to change your mind. You pretend that it's for my own good, but really you just want to be left alone. I fucking hate you, he hesitates. He knows he's gone too far, but in his rage he can't bring himself to back down. Before you can open your mouth, he storms upstairs and slams his door. You decide to give him the space you both need to cool off. You check in on your son before you head to bed and let him cool off. In the morning, you knock on your son's door. There's no reply. Ooh, he escaped. Going in, you see his bed is empty and the window is wide open. That cheeky little. When Charlie comes home that night, you ground him until further notice. He has to accept that there are consequences to his actions. Ooh, day 48, a tight Christmas. That little brat. I know. Didn't expect a family drama. Me either. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? You make a toast. You stay silent. Mother stares vacantly at you, confused. She comes back to herself with a start of recognition. Yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely, she murmurs. It's been happening more and more lately. Oh no, sounds like she has Alzheimer's. Clattering of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Let's make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Chris doesn't move. Yeah, we're all here, no thanks to you. Chris, sighs Sam. Come on, now it's Christmas. Can we put that behind you? Sam's right. Let's try and enjoy ourselves. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter Susie sees the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me, you chuckle. That sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. Susie rolls her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year, Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money, she interrupted by Chris, who makes a dear whatever snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Ignoring Chris, you smile at your daughter. We'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures, Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know money is really tight now that Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Susie. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. I'm sorry, I wish we could afford it, but we can't. Alright, fine. We'll find a way to make it work. Sam interrupts. Sorry. Were you going to consult me on this, or were you going to just carry on pretending I don't exist? You feel your cheeks flush red and turn away so Chris can't see. You know you haven't been the most attentive lately, but this rebuke still seems harsh. Sam exhales and seems to brighten, but luckily for someone, I agree. This is a great opportunity, and I'm sure we can find the money somewhere. Sam isn't looking at you. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. Merry fucking Christmas. Wow. A welcome windfall. You're leaping through a pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause, recognizing the teal advanced logo on the envelope. You tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We cannot confirm their receipt and validation for the new assets and well redemption scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of arguments with Sam worth it. Sheesh, glad my family isn't like that. Yeah, I can tell you my mom's side is like that. My dad's side, not like that. There's so much drama on my mom's side. As such, it's our pleasure to enclose a check, which we hope you will see as a symbol not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your flesh, speed-induced paper cut is the only reason you can believe you're awake. A check, and a sizable one at that. Chris was right. Advance really was redistributing wealth. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. Forward together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly. It's bliss. Wow. Honestly, that seems kind of The paperwork literally called it a scheme. I know, right? That's what I'm thinking too. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages. Finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bosman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for all the texts. I haven't played past the rapping parts. You're okay. Honestly, I love it when you guys chat. And I wish more people would chat. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the national nightly news team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? This is the game now. Family drama sim. I know. Sam comes downstairs brimming with excitement, kissing you. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bag in the back. Ignoring the message you need this weekend. Apologize profusely to your spouse, but you really should go into work. Boss man's temper is legendary. Yep. You sigh heavily. You're going to go, aren't you? The voice behind you makes you whip around. You nod simply. Of course you are. It's too much to expect for you to put your family first for once. God forbid. I don't know why I bother Alex. I really don't. And with that, Sam's gone. The door swings slightly in the silent. Man. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the advanced go-getters today. Forward together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs a flyer from you and thrusts a form in your hands. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after. So you won't have to do anything. And you sign the permission slip for your son to join the advanced go-getters. You refuse to sign the form for your son. Let's sign it, yeah. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. Hopefully. A profitable partnership. Oh my word. More reading. Okay. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find post sorted into piles as Sam has taken to do recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar advanced logo and urgent response immediately plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Best to get it over with. I guess we bought you a book and not a game. You did. You did. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the advanced government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality by nationalizing the largest private corporation and redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country. The Partnership Bond Program ensures the wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. EOB, Eye of the Beholder, Incorporated, whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture. We see the beauty in all our customers. Neil's Deals Limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Core. Our business is your pleasure, from sports to travel or even just some you time. You can't say pleasure without leisure. That one, please, thank you. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You will receive a report from your partnership in 3 to 6 working months. Dang. It seems even advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. The future of this nation is in partnership. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? A teenage rebellion. You step out of your old car in silence. Sam slams the door and you wince, hoping the door won't come off its hinge. You don't say anything. Now's not the time. As you approach the front desk, you feel physically sick. The police officer asks you to wait. Eventually, after what seems like an eternity, your daughter is brought out by an officer with a kind face. She's a good kid, but if we pick her up for graffiti again, we will have to charge her. You nod and apologize on Susie's behalf as Sam hugs your shell-shocked daughter. As you shake her hand, the officer lowers her voice. Keep her away from that boy, and I think she'll be fine. Ew. In the car, you attempt to broach the subject, but Susie refuses to say a word. After a while, you give up your questions about who this boy might be and just drive. Hours later, you stare at the ceiling, worrying. The stillness in the bedroom is the only sign that Sam is also wide awake. Who is Susie hanging out with? Why is she acting out? Neither of you are going to sleep tonight. Okay. The Tempest. Oh, I guess I better answer the phone. Okay.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it.
I must say, this guy sounds... I am so sorry I didn't know it would be like that. It is totally fine. I'm actually enjoying it. So, Mr. Bozeman sounds exactly like this butler on the game called I guess I better...
They slip out.
Pricks. Going in 5,
Yeah.
4,
But he sounds like a
3.
butler on a Titanic game
Good evening.
called
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main
Titanic
stories tonight.
Adventure Out of Time.
A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings
But yeah,
throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss the graffiti as a publicity stunt or an act of frustration by a tiny disorganized group of those who will never, under any circumstances, be content.
A house divided, trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now. Embittered doctors Ingrid Sforsborg and Horgensvord and David Wong announced today that they're considering
that's crazy
two
how
possible options
you'd
to end
pick
the
that
growing
up.
tension.
Yeah.
Since splitting into two opposing camps on day 4 of the expedition, relationships
I mean,
between the factions and their leaders have only
I
worsened.
forgot what the butler's
To
name
avoid escalating
is.
conflict, the two rival leaders are
But,
discussing
yeah.
partitioning the cabin into two
He's
clearly
kinda got that
delineated
same
areas, rumored to be
tone.
named Wongstown and Sforsborg and Horgans Boardwalk.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, "They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too." And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Fallen angel? Notorious addict Johnny Hansleeve seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this recent picture reveals.
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with public concern over his mental and physical health growing at an alarming rate.
Since being banned from the national squad earlier this year after urinating on a referee during a friendly against
Oh
East
no,
Finchley,
he
things seem to have
urinated on
gone
a
from bad to
referee.
worse for Hansleeves.
It's his once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sports.
And radical ideas. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a surprising new project that already has the markets raising an eyebrow.
Known for taking risks and bold strategies, could the adventurous CEO be leading the business giant down a dark alley? Or taking
People
it to
are
a new
crazy
level of
at
success?
sports
The
events.
manufacturing
Oh yeah,
giant
they are.
promises that the Junior Employment Opportunity Scheme will not only increase employment but also productivity. But critics are speaking out against what they're calling child labour. The scheme is being marketed under the slogan, "Lots of little hands to make lots of little things."
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later,
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
you won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of the Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're bloody lucky we're spending any time with you at all, after what you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. It wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes. That'll be the fur.
Oh,
scented with hoof.
Poor kid.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Bloody cat had a death wish.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend." But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be, for just $89.99. And then it's a general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Be careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there, staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him
That sounds
23 eyes.
terrifying.
And then with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes, Robin.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
All right, that's quite enough of
Timmy?
you two coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've
normal
had your questions,
again?
and now look. Oh, you've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
Calm down, you're scared. Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
Right, that's it. Enough. Come on,
I'm
baby.
happy, Mr. Tadlock.
No, your poster, your favourite post. Timmy, are you okay? Oh.
So there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims of an indescribable
Oh my gosh, this
tragedy
interviewer.
that has shaken our nation.
I'm pleading, am I not?
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions
Oh
to be
my
answered by Sophia
word.
Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
Oh! She's very good.
Who?
Megan.
Yes, she is.
Watch your back, Jeremy. Women are coming.
I'm more worried about this water dripping onto my head.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about.
Oh no.
Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Okay. Oh, I know. Naked protesters. naked protesters, of course. That is what I'm saying. Okay,
That's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
I want to see us fry. It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on.
Striker, go first.
Striker, of course, first to start, as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker for shots number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing under her legs. Not bad, if you ask me.
Was there contact? Don't know why you complain.
What the heck sport is this?
But it got sorted out.
Who knows?
Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Football. Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large.
Second round, double. Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. I apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's bodies, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harry's absolutely determined to close that massive gap.
Phew. Naked protesters.
No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the heats. What a brilliant move.
Close one.
Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery on display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there.
Oh my word. What the actual F is going on? I have no idea. Planking now. Absolute riveting.
Nice piece of music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that.
No.
We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over! I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now.
Nope.
Genitals flying around for all
Wait,
to see.
nope.
Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Final poses. Ball boy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads.
Would it nudity increase ratings? Honestly, it would, yeah.
Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris
But it's
here.
improper.
God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps. And yes, Harris has countered with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mud. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, there we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. A caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like...
Oh, no. No.
I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match.
Oh, hello.
Okay, nonsense is going on here. Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Oh, jog on!
This is the mine round.
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to
Oh,
go into
my
the final
word.
round. And of course, as it's Tuesday,
This
the
is
final
insane.
round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
Who would even care enough
Nice
about the
imaginary
sport
shot
to
there from,
protest
Harris, who
it?
really could go anywhere at this
Who
point.
knows?
Really high-level play here from 2 absolute juggernauts of the sport. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From striker. But she's in it to win it.
Harris's ball.
On it like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end.
On
What
it
pathetic-
like a
There we go,
car
Jamie,
bonnet.
That is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
You know it. You know it.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is
including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals, their 6th and 7th respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championship.
I know, right?
What more is
It's
there to
like
say?
a
I'm
damn
Patrick Bannon. Looking
participation
forward to
trophy.
celebrating tonight. And all I have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
There will not be a
Sports
second
Board, Jeremy.
annual one. No.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best
No.
of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flack.
Ominous lighting much. Yes, I know, right?
Nothing to worry about. Happens all the time. Dave got shocked into a coma last year, but he was up and at 'em the next day. Anyway, our compensation package is parallel to none. Good luck. Bozeman out.
So sorry about all these buckets. We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple suit.
We'll look into it.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right. Peter Clement.
Megan Wolfe.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
Is your sea damp?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Chissy cow.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's tripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts projects.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, yes, it's camera 4 like that.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half-time.
That sounds...
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me man, watching him slowly fade away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
Fuck! This microphone pack has just given me electric shock!
Are you okay?
I don't know, I think it's from my asshole!
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter?
No, yes, sorry, my apologies all.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sacked again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, a raw face, fucker! That one was massive! Right, no, this bastard's coming off!
Sorry,
Crybabies.
the older generation...
That made me jump. I know, me
somewhat
too.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... my grandmother with a rusty twat!
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Ooh, I didn't censor it. Okay.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final, and we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
So they just...
It seems so.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so...
What the heck just happened? New challenge unlocked. Alright, I think that's gonna be it from me tonight. Current wealth, holiday time. Oh my dear, my heart. That was unexpected. I know. Okay, so that is going to be it. Man. Okay, in a world where chaos runs the newsroom, one streamer defied logic, ignored every safety protocol, and somehow made it to the credits. This was not for broadcast. But the story doesn't end here. Coming Tuesday, 3 adventures, 1 vault, and a quest for 20 chests of legendary loot. Join Princess Furball, Python, and me as we set sail once again to raid the vaults, chase the gold, and probably get cursed along the way. Get ready. Get treasure, because treasure waits for no one. This Tuesday, this crew, this chaos. We'll see you in the vaults. So much fun, such a great stream. Thank you so much. You rocked it. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I had so much fun. Alright, I'm gonna save and quit before I jump off here. But yes, that was so much fun. And Thursday, we will continue. Because I want to know what happens. But anyway, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye!